As CBI investigation continues, it seems a personal diary of the victim is turning out to be a crucial piece of evidence. This personal diary, the last noting of it was that the girl wanted to be a gold medalist to complete her postgraduate in medicine. She has opted for respiratory medicine after the COVID pandemic struck the country. She dedicated herself to the service of all those patients who were suffering from chest and lung diseases. But what was the pressure that she was under? In this diary, is there any mention of the kind of pressure that was exerted on the victim? That's what the CBI is scanning the pages for. The family members have acknowledged that the girl did tell them that she was not wanting to come to RG Kar. She felt unhappy here, under pressure here. But what exactly was the pressure? Was somebody harassing her? Was some kind of a illegal deal happening at RG Kar, as is being alleged, that she was aware of? The father and the mother say that she never exactly told them what exactly was the cause of her concern, of the pressure that she was feeling. But there was something that was amiss. That's what the CBI is trying to ascertain. There's also a doctor's notepad that was found near the body at the seminar hall where the crime scene is. There was a doctor's notepad, her mobile phone and her laptop that was found untouched at that scene. Now, does that doctor notepad have any evidence that the CBI can scan? It seems some of the pages of that doctor's notepad were at least ruffled, if not torn completely. That's the kind of notepad that a doctor usually carries, makes notings about any particular patient or any particular medicine, etc. But did that have any other noting which CBI could use to understand what really was the motive behind killing her? Other than that, the agency is focusing on Sanjay Roy, the main accused who has been arrested by the Kolkata police and subsequently taken into custody by CBI. His psychological analysis was carried out today. CBI wanting experts to find out what really is the state of mind of Sanjay Roy. He had a very troubled marital past. So does that mean that mentally he gets triggered by giving some kind of pain to women? In the past, criminal sexual predators have shown this kind of behavior. CBI wants the forensic experts, the psychological experts to find out if that is true for Sanjay Roy as well. Then there is that other concern whether this was a crime committed at the spur of the moment or was this premeditated. What exactly was the motive of Sanjay Roy? How did he get to know that the victim was alone in the room at that moment? Was anybody else aware of what was going on in the seminar hall? The college management, the hospital management's role has been repeatedly criticized by the family members, and CBI is looking at that particular role as well. The college principal has been questioned for the third day running. His questioning has been continued continuously with just a few hours break being given to him to go home, change and take a couple of hours of rest before he comes back and reports to CBI headquarters again. He's being made to ask as to who gave the call, who took the call rather, that this was a case of suicide. Unnatural death probe was started by Kolkata police, but who took a call even after seeing the body? The body clearly showed that this was a case of sexual assault. Then why was this call given that this was a case of suicide? Why was 40 long minutes wasted before Kolkata police was informed about the crime? Why were the parents kept away for 3 long hours? These are questions for the college principal, along with questions about the renovation work that apparently he allowed. HODs and other senior doctors have told the CBI reportedly that this call was of the principal alone. A lot of questions for him. So twin track of investigation right now, one surrounding the principal, second surrounding Sanjay Roy, and that diary could hold some answers.